We are Marta and Garrity, a Canadian couple who 1 year ago bought 2.5 acres of vacant land in northern Ontario in hopes to turn it into our dream cabin. As our own general contractors, we've been pushing to get the cabin move-in ready as we leave our city life behind. From excavation to foundation and framing, we managed to get dried in just in the nick of time. With finishing touches completing through the spring, we can now enjoy our new home. Hit subscribe to follow our journey and welcome to our channel. Hi everyone, and thanks for being patient. I know it's been months since our last vlog. We've been really busy with the move and everything going on with landscaping. Our A-frame build, I'll start recording and posting videos regularly for that, and then we also got married at a destination wedding recently, so there was a lot going on, but things will be up and running again, and I hope you backtrack back to spring / early summer when this was all kind of recorded over many months, but this is an update of where things are, and then I'll start posting again. In the last video, we had first floor occupancy, but not second floor occupancy due to the impeding ductwork over the staircase, so we had to remove it. So I am doing the drywall, which is not gonna come out great, but we picked up just this light taping compound. It only comes in this big box, or like really the pink putty little jars, which anyways, I put the tape, you can see. We're gonna do a lot of layers here. The drywall that they put in was very recessed in, so I'm trying to like build it out so it doesn't look like this. I do have to put corner bead on those and then patch it up. I'm just missing our metal cutter, so anyway, wish me luck. The inspector came and we passed occupancy for the second floor. So as you know, we cut that out. I'm still drywalling, but anyway, so exciting. And that's the final product. It is what it is. Getting fancy with some notching. The first didn't really work out, but anyway, we're gonna buy some mesh to put around the perimeter so deers don't eat our vegetables, but oh, that looks nice. Just making a spot for our bed. We couldn't find Stanley, and he found himself a spot under the deck in the shade. So you can see we're just digging out around, putting the soil in the middle, and then hopefully this is going to be level. We'll see. It's like a grave.
I'm very good at it.
So if I ever go missing, guys, you know where to find me. Put some organic soil, some branches. I'm going to bring a bit more, and probably just some of the leaves lying around. And then we're using this premium peat moss. So this is with the mushroom compost mix on top. We're still sitting pretty low, and this actually works really well with the peat moss. So we're gonna put another layer on top of peat moss and then put the enriched soil that we bought. I covered up with peat moss, so now I've used 3 bags of the 3.8 cubic feet, which is a lot, and I think 3 bags of the mushroom compost, which was 2.2 or less actually. Anyway, so it's pretty expensive to start filling a bed. I wish I had more organic raw soil to put at the bottom to fill this. The next one I'll definitely put a lot more branches, at the bottom because that gets really expensive, and I think we're gonna have to go back and buy more. Okay, so I'm done with the topsoil. I used about 4 or 5 bags. Could use a little more. You can start to see some of the peat, but I think it'll be fine. I'm a little nervous to put the seeds in just because we don't have the netting or something to scare away the blue jays, which really love our yard. So I don't want them to eat the seeds, but I'm sure it'll be fine for a day. So we're just headed over to where the A-frame is going to be to start burning some of the brush and then preparing the logs for Garrity to use the wood splitter. Where's Stan? There he is.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day.
It's gonna take me forever. I get so sidetracked. I see branches in the forest and I go start picking them up, but it's burning slowly. But you can see most of the wood that's here is like rotted trees, so it's not good for firewood in our wood stove. So I'm just burning it here to get rid of it. But yeah, hopefully a couple more fires like this and it'll all magically disappear. We're starting the engine for the first time, hopefully. So our boat engine isn't starting, but luckily we have someone that actually specializes as a neighbor in Mercury engines, and so he's going to tune it up for us and hopefully it starts working, because that'd be a real shame to miss out on the summer months without the boat and it's sitting in our driveway. Anyway, hopefully we get it started. So it's going to be like plus 27 Celsius this week. It's really nice today, 20 degrees. We just unpacked the barbecue. I'm just taking out all the cushions for the patio furniture. Garrity's down there sawing all those wood pieces so that we can put them through the splitter. So a lot going on, and yeah. So we're just making some barbecue for the first time. We do have a counter that will go here. And then this is our little patio. And then we just planted all the seeds in our garden beds and watered them. We're redoing our horrific looking fire pit that I hauled all those rocks to like a smaller one. And then we're just gonna put some like pea stone around it. It'll look a lot better. So we're gonna reuse those stones eventually for when we do the grading here, and that should be in a hopefully couple weeks. Old fire pit, new cute fire pit. We're gonna put pea stone all over this one and then seed everything else because this is the top of the septic bed, so we want it to breathe. But this is all leaving. I love these over the hill sunsets. Stan's inside. This is not his hour. You could see him right there. So step path here with stones. Eventually I'm going to clear all this up and then make like a little outline for a trail. And I think this is a nice spot. So as you can see, we've been uncovering this bedrock. It has like this weird root system, basically like a rug growing on top of it that we've been peeling back slowly, but it's pretty tough to get rid of because of the roots. But so far we've cleared that. So I think like a nice picnic bench here to eat dinners, and this is where the sun sets, so that'll be nice. And then, yeah, just walk back through there, and then our deck's down there. Trying to build little stairs here. We got some plants. I'm just planting them now. I'm trying to even out this rock and dig it into the ground, but I'm just a little bit weak. And then our garden's actually starting to sprout, which is really exciting. I'll just show you that quick. So we have like bok choy, green onions, a bunch of lettuce, squash, zucchini, root vegetables there. Picked up this chicken wire to put around the garden bed now that our produce is starting to pop up. Don't want those deers eating everything, so hopefully this keeps them out. The garden bed's high enough where I think it'll be fine. So we made a little door that just latches on some nails so we can get into the garden. Landscaping was going well, and then there was a snake by my foot. I dropped the shovel and it slithered away, had a heart attack. I hate snakes, and now I'm never going back in the rocks again. So cool. As you all know, we don't have very much money left, especially with the build of the A-frame, so we have to kind of do landscaping a little bit differently. So I've been working at doing a little bit of a rock wall every day. We have the excavation company doing the backfill here, so I thought while the excavator is here, we're going to get some river rock in, some mulch and things, and get it placed, and then I can arrange it slowly. And do some planting of my own. It's not going to be the best job, but we really can't afford landscaping on top of all of this going on. And eventually we can, if we don't like it, we can change it up. So here's to doing some makeshift landscaping ourselves, and hopefully this rain clears up. So we've backfilled here. They're going to rake it out. You can see the pipe is gone that had that tarp. Moved a bunch of the rocks. I made a retaining wall, so we're going to plant grass here. They're going to work that way and hide the water line. Machine can't really get here because they can't drive over the septic line. So they just kind of dumped everything here, so we're just breaking it out. We're just ripping off the insulation board because we are waiting on stone and it's going to be hard to rip off after. It can't be exposed. And then we're going to cover, make sure we leave 6 inches. We are going to put topsoil on top of all this and then plant the grass. A lot of work to do. We're hand raking over here. It's a really hot day. It's like 30 degrees Celsius, but at least there's some cloud coverage. So anyway, time to clean up the mess. That a gradual slope so we can plant some stuff, and it frees up the rocks from the roots of that tree. Today is going to be a busy day. They're going to bring a little bit more sand for just where the garden beds are and they couldn't reach. They're going to bring some topsoil. They're digging a trench for our water line to the house, and then a water line for our future A-frame house. So our driveway is a bit of a mess, but I'll show you. So he's digging a trench so that we can run a water line to the A-frame, but it's a lot of work, I guess, but it's a big mess. Anyway, there's rock here, so he can't go any deeper, so that's fine because he's just gonna bring the sand out, which will mean it'll be covered and it won't freeze this winter. Bear with me, it's pretty rocky here. but you can see so this pipe is gonna sit inside and we're gonna backfill. Even the pros get stuck in ditches. He's trying to cut down that tree and use his claw arm to get himself out of the ditch, but it makes me feel better when we were driving the excavator and this guy has experience, so. Trying to get the excavator out of the ditch. It's not going well. So the well is nicely capped now. Everything's in the hole, so you can see how shallow it is here. And then basically how deep it gets here. But we can't cover it up because the excavator is still stuck. They're still trying to remove it. It's not gonna work. We're just running an extra pipe that's gonna go all the way to the new house. Our neighbor with an excavator actually came and got the other excavator out, so now we're just we put the pipe in and he's covering it up now, so that's good. It's 34 degrees, so I'm just taking an air conditioning break because it's a little too hot for me. Anyway, our land looks a little bit all over the place right now with all the dirt everywhere, but it'll look good soon. Quick update, it's now raining, but he got the excavator back up and helped me with that big pile of sand I was trying to hand bomb. Oh, thunderstorms are back. Anyway, we have a game plan. We're gonna bring in a lot of river rock to put around the house so it helps with drainage. We're gonna put some river rock and like plant some tall grass in the front. We're gonna make a mulch path. This is what I mean. Makeshift landscaping. Okay, I've raked out and brought the sand. It's looking much better. And he brought the tarp there. So they're just gonna bring the river rock and it's gonna flow over. Got river rock coming. So the river rock is dropped off. I'm just moving it by hand to kind of organize it nicely. So that looks much better from a height. I washed most of these, but it's going to take a few times to get to their true color. You can see down there's pretty dark. But here's going to be grass. Then we're going to have mulch. I got him to put this rock on top. I don't have a power washer, so I think once we get all this stain off, it'll look really nice here. But you can start to see the vision. He's gonna scrape back all that sand to start backfilling the back. We're gonna put topsoil here and river rock around there. Not pick up the camera at all today, but we had mulch delivered, topsoil delivered, and we've just been shoveling and raking everything. So you can see we've made a mulch path. I'm still doing the topsoil here, but I'm going to continue with the grass seed. I've just been using like bagged grass seed in a like little container and pouring it out. I've already seeded, I don't know if you can see, but this section here, I just watered it, and then the mulch continues. I'm going to plant some tall grass there. He did a really good job on our little steps. I'll take you along. So it's coming together. Still have a lot of shoveling to do, but you can see he made us little steps surrounded by mulch. And then on this side, he dumped the topsoil because he couldn't get back there, but I'm gonna rake it all out and then rake that one out, and then plant grass seed there as well. So hopefully it sticks. It's starting to look good. The garden center picking up some stuff for our new landscaping. Okay, massive change of events. The electricians are here and they started running the power line through the conduit, and it's broken, so they couldn't, after 20 meters they couldn't get through. So now they're trying to dig up and find the original wiring and dig a new trench and try to repair it so we don't have to dig the whole way new conduit. But it's a mess because we just finished putting river rock there, so I'm just nothing goes right. So they had to dig up all the river rock there. They're trying to dig a new trench and find the location of that wire. Didn't have to dig that far, and they've already ran the wire through the conduit, so we don't have that much to fix. I've been planting and Stan's taking a nap. Tension on the rope, they're trying to pull through the wire through the conduit. Also, the tractor's tipping. Going slow. Cable came right off the knot. So they've never seen this happen. Now we have to pull through and try to find where it is. Now we're just digging up the driveway some more to try to find that broken pipe instead of digging all the way, because it has come up to here, so we just need to pull through to the house. The entire driveway is now dug up and they still haven't reached the broken wire, so we're pretty much digging a trench. They found the end of it. So now we just have to retrench and pull it through to the house.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car.
A huge thanks to Hawk River for bringing all this material and even building us some stone steps on both sides. We really appreciate it. Now we just have to wait for the grass to grow, and I think it's going to look really nice. They made a nice retaining wall here, built up that parking pad for us, moved a lot of rocks, redug a trench. So we're gonna silicone, but I don't know how to remove the gap from there. Oh, make it look easy. This was a great suggestion, so we put in this tube and it runs all underground into the forest where it slopes naturally downward versus having those extensions. It's our first time on our boat. We all have our life jackets on. It's going good. So far. After a week of planting and seeding grass, it's time to relax with a local beer and sit by the fire. It is pretty cold today. It's been raining all day and all week, so that's gonna be my night. making some dinner, and cheers. Thanks for tuning in, and I promise it won't be as long till the next one.